Welcome on back everyone to Total War Warhammer 3 in part 12 of our Skaven Chemical Warfare campaign. In today's episode we are here for a pretty nasty fight against a whole heap of lizardmen. And as they have been recently doing, they've built an entire army just to counter what we've been rolling with here. They've got pretty much nothing but big, large targets and cavalry. So what they'll be doing is, even though we do have a front line to stop them, AI has been changed quite a bit recently, where they are a lot more. The word is not clever. They're much cheekier. They basically will just push through your front line completely and go after all of our weapons teams, knowing that we only have these guys as damage. Our front line is basically just there to be a stop block. So the fact that they're pushing through every single time and not worrying about getting bogged down, which is what you would do if you were playing very cleverly, but they've gotten to a level of cheeky that I'm having a hard time reconciling here. So what we're going to do is we are going to attempt to stop them in their tracks here. We're going to try to use this choke point as our kind of a main force to keep them in one general blob to blast apart with our Globe Claw catapults. We saw in the last episode that they have a very, very wide arcing splash where they will take out probably most of our guys as well as theirs just for firing on something and nearing our front line. So we want to be very careful with them. We have ourselves kind of a defensive shell. Like I said, the defensive shell isn't going to last that long. We kind of have to have our Skaven slaves up front here, moving in. We'll have them up front to be the initial speed bump. They'll be there for as long as they can. We'll see how long they last. This many cavalry is going to be tough to best. I'll put these Skaven slaves slings with group 2 and in guard mode. All of our missiles together. And let's get to it. So they've deployed their salamanders as skirmishers. I've never seen that. Alright, assassin, get ready. So Warlock Master, you go up front. We'll go ahead and have you guys attacking here. Don't really want my catapults trying to hit the salamanders. Yeah, look at that. They fire really poorly. So let's get them off of fire at will. Let's get this entire squad rotating up and around. Force them into that choke point. Getting some immediate damage on them. Where are my two slave spears? Go ahead and bring them around. Rattling guns are gonna get each other's way. Which is why they're not firing at the moment, even though they're in close enough to. Good grief, that's some damage. Come on, lads. Chain gun. Look how much damage there. They're absorbing this like champions. See if we can't bog down the rest of these units and take down maybe one of their skirmishing squads. Here come our boys. They have... I'm actually going to slow things down because this is getting all kinds of hateful here. Let's bring all 4 of our heroes into the choke point to join. I'm going to bring the turntails in as well. Our deer rats are going to come on in behind. Take frontal positions as well. We have to watch out for the banishment. Those Clan Vrrtkin got immediately scared off. That's fine, they did their job. Keep it up, lads. Let's go ahead and bring these slaves round. Deathglow bombs in behind everyone else. Put a nice layer of bombardiers. I'm gonna bring the rattling guns round here towards the back. Gazelles. Pretty hard to find the firing positions. We'll do the same. Lightning cannon in here. Set everything up. Fringe bees, come on up and around yourselves. And I'd say we got everyone in good order here. We'll allow things to get back to work. Make sure no one's deploying in a goofy way. Looks like we have... the shock rats that are moving to there? Looks like shock rats and the trench beasts. Also the shock rats round wide. Who is this? Those are mortars. Oh yes, the avalanche mortars. Set the avalanche mortars up here. Looks like they're sending some units round wide to go after us. Some of our assassins start coming on back towards the line. Rattling guns run. Run like the wind. Rotate a couple of these guys here, but you stay up front to catch the majority of the baddies coming our way. Warlock Engineer, you run as well. They're going to see, like I said, they're pushing through our guys to go after the range because they know what the danger zone is. Nothing else up front here is actually very dangerous, so you actually need to catch them. Drop some lightning, drop some more friends here. Get ready, Chieftain. Going to be a huge brawl there. Keep going on back. You guys start throwing your goodies here. Bring these slaves forward. Get ready, boys. Detonate that remote boom. They're going to take a ton of damage on that initial charge. Just bog them down for a time. Warlock Master, we're definitely going to need more of your goodies. Let's go ahead and drop the lightning in this gigantic blob of baddies. We want you guys not on fire at will, but I will give the order to kind of shoot in here as those lizards come flying on in. Alien stalkers too. Rattling guns, gonna start tearing them to pieces. French Beast, this is your target as well. Throw the globes at these idiots and then charge on the cold ones. And they're all trying to get through Trick Stab's area here. All the new heroes attacking this Proxigor at the same time. Yeah, I'll activate all the weapons. You can do ballistics engineering on everyone here. Oh, you actually have to move, do you? There's the first banishment. They don't have that many spells, thankfully. That's going to completely delete them. Avalanche Mortars start taking out these Blessed Source Warriors. Globe Claw Catapults. We need you to start firing. Shock Rats, get in there.
Yes, Master. Studying.
Yes, Master.
Guide us onward.
Rip them to bits. The other Rattling Guns will go ahead and get them behind. Yeah, they're getting shot by friendlies. Come on, boys. Let's not be too foolish here. We lost one of our heroes. They're our lords. The big blob of baddies. See if you can't fire on Mazda Mundi there, Warp Lightning Cannon. Just keep his cooldowns as a maximum as we can.
Rattling gun. Kill, yes.
Rattling Guns tear him to pieces. We'll bring these guys around to go after these horde ones. Just keep them bogged down.
Skaven. Yes, yes.
Jezzails. You snipe Mazda Mundi? It'd be awesome. Or Warp Lightning. Let's drop that in here. Problem is, I can't really see everything that we've got up front here. Death Globes, are you able to fire on anyone? See if you can't take out these Proxigor. I see nothing really but a bunch of single entity targets that they have left. Everything on this entire bluff is getting obliterated by artillery fire. Keep them firing on Mazda Mundi. You turn and help out with this feral clown. These Rattling Guns. Oh, they're all firing on Mazda Mundi. That's perfect. And look at his health bar drop. Hold the line, Globes. Also, the Turntails are back. Let's bring them on up in. Yeah, this artillery bombardment here working out very well. Alright, Council Guard, get in there, start taking down those Skeet Chiefs. It did be pretty weak-jawed. All things considered, so we have that calibration here, healing the globe to Trick Stab. We'll vent everything around you. Don't think Mazda Mundi's gone. I don't think he had any skills anyway. Let's make sure everything here is miscasting. Trick Stab weaken. We'll send in these Storm Vermin next. Catch this Distillodon. Comes that third army. It's not over yet. We'll be much closer to being over, though, once we have a lot of the big boys here dragged down. Poison wind globes fall back a little bit further. Artillery, you guys need to get into the woods. Death globes fall back a bit. All of you. We've got lots of heroes in the woods. They thank goodness for trick stabs, damage over time. My bombs start going after these spear riders. You bombarded them. Keep deleting those that ride on in. Bring back the ones that are gained their leadership back. Snipe the salamander. And they realize that even their salamander's better in melee. Helm on Storm Vermin, drag them down. Most of the leadership for the Saurus is gone. And a couple chieftains left. Those boys are done. We're gonna bring them back. Keep these globes a-launching. Rattling guns, you deal with this revived crystal. Raven tails indeed. Jezzael, deal with this ancient salamander for me. Death globes coat them. Let's go ahead and get all of our heroes that are up in this position, fighting the same Saurus. Storm Vermin, get ready for the ancient salamander. You guys keep dragging down this Scarvet. Yeah, the other unfortunate thing is their guys might bring their loyalty. They might get their leadership back in our back line, and then our artillery's doomed. A trench piece, this will be your job. Where are you guys at? Go after the chieftain here. Looks like our shock rats are rampaging. They do what they want. Globe Claw, let's start taking out different units of Temple Guard coming on in. Are they sending some of their warriors around behind now? Definitely looks like it. Leadership starting to waver, though, for all of these lizard things. Nasty lizard things, die! Alright, I think we're starting to get their leadership is really affected. Most of our artillery is still completely full ammunition, so let's try to bring these guys around. Rattling guns, you're about to get charged. Lovely.
We obey.
Glad they found their one moment. They weren't good enough to do anything else with it, but it was their one moment. Death glow bombs, go ahead and come up a little bit further here. Avalanche mortars, you can kind of do the same. We don't want to come forward a ton, we will a bit. Bring the rattling guns. Round, you guys go after this Stegodon. Keep bombarding into these red crusts and such. That is serious damage. Yeah, they're all rampaging back here. Leadership is really, really down. Most of the leaders are completely broken, too. Crunch them. Stop them from doing what they want. You guys go ahead and fall back a little bit here. Realize our Storm Vermin is far too far forward. Jezzael is your shooting target here. Got our old Bastillodon. It's got a lot of health. I prefer to see it have a lot less health. Summon in some Vrrtkin lads. You guys come up around. They did manage to get someone through. I knew they would. The absolute cheat. You've lost, lizard men. Accept it. go ahead and kill this thing. I don't want to see it back ever.
Fight! Fight!
Burn and fire on, and not the Saurus, but go after the Bastillodon behind them. Now we're going to lose all of our Storm Vermin, but that's okay. There's always more of them besides. Ended up being a much larger fight than I could have anticipated. Blast the hunting pack. There's nothing really in here that we can affect too much. It's like our glow claw catapults have run out of ammunition. Oh yeah, no, they're replenishing it. Get back on your catapults, clowns. Clan Rat summon in here. You guys charge these Saurus warriors.
Magic's ready.
Love to see the Warp Lightning Cannon actually firing now. You guys get in here on the Croxagore.
Ready. Ready.
Delete this key for me real quick. No, we don't want to get too much closer there. That's a bad time for everyone.
Back underground. Slice.
Quick stabs, damage over time is really blending them, and there they go. What an epic brawl. Lizards versus their hated rivals. And this time, well, like every time, we come out on top. We'll have to see what the true damage is here in a moment. We're gonna run down as many of these filthy lizard things as we can. I'll catch you on just a moment. Alright, we achieve ourselves a Pyrrhic victory. Such is the way we did end up losing one of our Storm Vermin, which is unfortunate, so we'll have to sit up for a couple turns and replenish them, or we just give them some Skaven slaves in the meantime. This was our more elite unit, which again is unfortunate, but once they rampage, there's no getting them back. That was a pretty nasty fight, so we really do need to capitalize on our win here to try to get some ground on them, so I think just throwing in a bunch more Skaven slaves and just charging in through is going to absolutely be the call here. We gained ourselves the World's Edge armor, which allows you to have 60 additional armor one time. Many suits of Dwarf and Cromwell have fallen into the clutches of the Skaven. Then they are remade into the Ratmins, like 4 more armor as well. Not bad. We'll go ahead and take the replenishment. 12%. What's only going to that one army, really? I mean, we still do need the replenishment. Let's do it. Dust it off. One of your Warlock engineers has found a new way to enrich Warpstone. Unfortunately, a laboratory explosion occurred the following day, leaving nothing behind but a pile of eerily glowing Warpstone dust. We could gather this dust once more for even more apocalyptic vision, or have him inhale it to give him frenzy and a lot more hit points. Ooh, let's have him inhale that dust. Enjoy. You can never really have too much Warpstone. No, really. 20% more hit points, 5 attack, 10% strength, and frenzy. So when he is on his hamster wheel, he's going to be extremely dangerous. Alright, a whole bunch of goodies gained from that battle there. John Warpgas upon a Doom Flare. Now, so we've got some Sandstorm attrition afoot. That's alright, we're raiding, so we're going to be completely immune to any kind of attrition. Clark Harond is gone. Marv the Mad is now badly mutated. We can go ahead and upgrade the Tyrant Peak, which is going to give us access to Trix Tab's Toxin Bioreactor. Unlocks ship warp chemicals to the Council of 13. Income generated once 120. Doom Rocket Tower Projectiles 21 research rate. 7 extra recruit rank for engineers and Skaven corruption, as well as the Warp Bomb in the region. Then we also get Carriers of the Immaculate Fume for Garrison, Vrrtkin Mortars or Great Mortars, and a Globe Claw Catapult. We'll also unlock the ability for us to recruit those Carriers of the Immaculate Fume. Because I'm curious how long we'll have to wait over here. 8 more turns, fair. This one will switch back into the expansionist planning for some growth. Alright, glorious. Now, we upgrade Tyrant Peak and get to smashing.
Where's my Doom Rocket?
Where's my Doom Rocket? Mutagenic elixirs, what are these things? Under Empire Spider Riders. Oh, alright, I mean, there's a whole bunch here that is quite interesting. This is all for your big nasties and your plague monks, which counts as, I believe, our shock rats too. So it gives them more armor and resistance. That's not bad. I think instead, though, let's get towards the Vrrtkin rocket. I'd love to have some more bound abilities.
This makes good.
Exactly. And we'll come back over for Kevin, our chemical rat. He gets the warp chemical launcher, giving himself more range by a heap. I'm going to instead go for arms dealer, that way we have more ammunition by 12%. And then finally, 20%.
Warlock engineer.
Triangulation's complete here with Zap Spark the Wrench. We'll go ahead and give him increased mobility times 3.
You're in my objects.
You're in my objects. We'll do Blade Master. And then we'll go for Fervor. Blade Master, so he has a higher chance of hitting. 69 attack. Nice.
Warlock Master of Skryre.
Warlock Master of Skryre. Let's upgrade your warp lighting so it's nice and cheap. Fear repression stimuli. Armor, health, and then just attack and magical attacks. Warlock engineers are pretty dangerous. I think what we'll do is we'll go down the blue line with him too, so we get down towards Quartermaster. So let's grab points into Ancient Cutting that we have very high ambush chance. Out of the Sneaky, we will give you the Venomous Blades, Replenish Troops. Red Control, not as useful here in enemy territories. We'll grab Elusive. You're getting hit nearly as often.
Ready.
Ready, steady, kill. We can also quickly grab some Dwarf Thing Menace just to ride around and be an absolute... Well, I guess that's just a menace. Goes in the name, isn't it?
Diabolic.
I think we'll bring them in for John Warp Gas, though. 338 is putting us on the edge. That's alright. We'll be able to punch some gold out of these lizard men in a hurry.
Master engineer.
Alright, Trick Stab. Destroy. And we managed to ambush Ketrek. I'm going to give this one to the auto-resolve just to see how far in our favor it's going to be, even with this for these ambushes. 61 fall. I don't think that would actually be the case at all, so we'll have to see here in this next one. We're going to go ahead and eat these captives. We replenished more than we lost.
Mercy. Yes, yes.
Maybe. Predicted income has fallen because we're outside of areas that have dropped our upkeep. Repel Thing Sacrifice and a Shield of Distraction. 5 more melee defense. Grimy and ill-kept, this shield bears tainted hides, grisly trophies, and runes that are painful to look upon. 5 less melee attack for everyone in the area. That's pretty great, actually. Add the Reptilian Ravager, or maybe that's just for John.
Yes.
Patrick, time for you to grab Fervor now. Boost up your damage. Got a Helm of Discord at the moment, that's a pretty good item. Zap Spark, you've got nothing, we'll go ahead and give you then the Shield of Distraction. How glorious. Is the Reptile Thing Sacrifice only for Lords? Looks like it.
Singe fire.
1, a battle against the Lizardman army only for a Sorcerer or a Lord. Oh, okay, so... But Stevie doesn't count.
Warlock engineer.
He's a Warlock engineer.
Warlock master of Skryre.
Alright, so which one would we prefer to go for first? I think we'd deal with... Oh, how high level are you? Oh, they're wasting one of their Salon. Oh, great. Trespassing on Estancia is going to make her happy, but... we'll get over it. Make sure you're joining us, John. That will work. Failed to spot our ambush yet again. Banana Salon tossed in the pot. We lost 0 that time, exactly what I want to see. We will eat those captives to replenish... Very few, huh? Still more than 0.
Power up!
Power up. Kevin, we definitely need to get rid of your Dragon Helm soon. Warpstone Armor, I think that's going to be the one. Give us another damage effect. We got Trick Stabs, damage over time, and we've got the Warpstone Armor too. Wrought within the Great Warp Forges beneath Skaven Blight, this armor radiates an evil aura. So it does. And we will make good use. Always ready speed and ammunition. Lacquer powder for damage for just yourself. Let's go ahead and grab the Rampage Musk Globe. What does this one do? Speed, weapon damage, just makes them rampage. So not a bad one if we're giving it over to like the Trench Beasts as they charge in. Rich Globes is damage resistance. Absolutely.
Warp power.
Got one globe that is dropping the water Healy hands from Resident Evil. And then the other one is a glowy mucus shield. Specimen collector is absolutely the way. 9% more replenishment rate. Concealment bombs to be nice and sneaky, I think. Sounds good to me. Rohajar. Excellent. So now we'll move right back up here and assassinate this army. We didn't get an ambush this time. So that means I'm going to fight this one just for a bit of target practice, and so we make sure we lose 0. Alright, got some sunken Lizardmen cities off to the side. Perfect, that is some excellent foreshadowing for what's going to happen to the rest of their empire. So lightning cannon. Blade Claw Catapult. Blade Claw Catapult. Mortar. Give Kevin up close to start. Rattling guns. We are missing one of our Storm Vermin, which makes me sad. We'll just put them off to the side. Death blows with them just in case anything does manage to make it round, which we highly doubt. Jezzails can deal with one of those large targets. Any of them they pretty much choose. Here, and then Zap Spark. Glorious, we'll put the Shock Rats behind just in case we need them. French Beasts off to the side. Death Globes over here. Alright, so we'll just go ahead and grab good old... Get Zap Zap and give them the old immediate first target here out of the more unfortunate Lord. Hey, buddy. Enjoy do. See if these trees can protect you. You guys just move on in. Kevin, you drop your ballistics calibration on whatever's around you there. Did that not quite work?
Clan Skryre.
There we go. Now we can watch the glory that is Blade Claw Catapults. And their upgraded variant. Go ahead, just stop this clown from getting too close here. It went after our lords, which didn't work out so well for him. Shot away from the salamander. Let's go ahead and stop you from firing anymore. I don't like to see it at all. Chief, deal with these poor clowns. Go ahead and toss. Oh, the water hand's all the way back there. Kevin, get over here. We need your healing globes. Bring them on back so that they're getting hit by the enemy artillery. But you make people hallucinate, so go ahead and fire that on the Bastillodon. They're actually stopping to fight. The big dumbs. Look at the rain, though, that is Globe Claw Catapults. I cannot wait to fight the Indian factions that just don't have as many large targets as the Lizardmen or even the Toon Kings. So fighting as other Skaven, the Vampire Coast, Vampire Counts, a lot of them are going to be so much fun just to obliterate with mass globe fire. Having a hard time dodging there.
Ready, steady, doom.
Ready, steady, doom. Rich Dad, go ahead and run. You move so quick, they're going to try to pursue and just take damage the entire time.
What are going?
Let's throw up some
Warlock engineer.
extra ward save.
Subcast. Murder, kill.
I mean, they're going as try hard as they can. They're getting in here, they're going to get some damage, but you better believe it. Here comes the rest.
Ready.
Alright, rally guns, you go deal with this idiot.
Die.
You deal here, all of our heroes up front, causing some serious ruckus.
Warlock chose baby.
But pull away for a moment, we use all that extra bonus damage on this Bastillodon.
Flesh meat.
Yeah! Into the old backbreaker. There we go, the rallying guns can start firing now, and that should finish off everything up front here.
Warlock
Especially the
engineer.
bonus damage Trick Stab gives them. Well, that was quite fun. More flares, come on up.
Die.
We'd have all of our artillery kind of cease fire unless they are of the lightning cannon variant. So one more backbreaker is all we needed there.
Turn up. Warlock
Trick Stab, you
engineer.
just gotta hang out. Fire those globes. Some more death animations on these beasties. Pet for the clown. Normally, watching the Bastillodons die would be abhorrent. Here's the only problem with that. They have been obliterating my forces for the past, I don't even know how many battles, so I feel no sorrow. Nasty lizard things. Think themselves superior to Skaven. I'm gonna go ahead and run down the rest of these lizards and catch you in a moment. Alright, another victory, losing 0, but gaining 17 food in the fight. 2,600 treasury, too. We're going to go ahead and eat these captives, gaining 43 replenishment. I'm not sure why this is so much different, but I'll take it.
We more useful alive.
I mean, definitely not. Now we've got the thing, the Hill Pit Abomination. No name can ever express the true nature of this grotesque monstrosity, or aptly describe its unsurpassed loathsomeness. Ooh, the Wheels of Doom, too. The Dread Wheels crush those caught neath their spiky tracked engines of death.
Master
But now, unfortunately for them, Hexawaddle is completely exposed. And so we move.
enemies to track.
Moving to March.
Night
Very arrogantly.
was it a segundo?
That will do. We should be able to take down Hexawaddle here next turn. Finally. Lizard Thing City Falls. For Trick Stab. We'll grab the pointed Mentor there, boosting character experience in this army. And then we'll share how much we're gaining here with other lords as well. Very unskavenly, but it will allow our Warlock Engineers to level up very quickly. Here at the Plane of Gas. Let's go ahead and do the upgrade. The back tunnel sounds awesome. We do both the Bell Foundry and the back tunnels. Oh, we can. We still have plenty of gold left over. Marv, where are the...
Master
I have
engineer.
someone here in Storag Core as well. Here's King Hakoros. We've found him. He snuck around behind.
Diabolic devices.
Speaking of diabolic devices, what a sneaky move by the bone things. 75% chance to succeed in our ambush. I don't mind trying. Chief Chad, can you wound them a little bit?
Tails move.
Block the armies, they have less chance of getting away.
What easy.
We got a clerk. Lots, plans, and intrigue abound inside the Under Empire, and they must all be recorded lest something vitally important is forgotten. Extra success chance upon assassination attempt. Wait, they've blocked their army, they're going to be moving a lot less next turn. Should allow us to get this nice ambush.
Ready to kill.
Ready to kill.
Sneak scurry.
Alright, so we have located the filthy dwarf things. Honestly, it's more of a sadness for them than for us. Let's see about doing some upgrades to Marv's units. So we go for hallucinogenic globes on one of you, yoink, and then the potent globes on the other, yoink. Glorious, and then Marv, I would love to upgrade your units a little bit more. So Victrin's Death Squad is interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and say goodbye so soon.
Channel fight kill.
And we'll go ahead and grab the Wheels of Doom here. They cost us a lot more, but man, are they cool. And then, we shall live the turn. Keep Dad as a skill point and give him training. Rock Gorge, you can't fool me. Clan Skryre. Still not wanting to get any further deals. It could also be because of how far away we are. Tolerance to Vrrtkin 20, I don't know. They're just being difficult. This is how the Skaven are. Quick to pretend to trust you, not very quick to actually trust you. Takes 2 turns to get the underway junction in here. See, we could leave Hexawaddle, and we could just use this as a staging point to attack the rest of Mazdamundi's empire. And I kind of like that. We'll go ahead and we'll upgrade the underway junction here. We'll sack Hexawaddle, and then I'm going to move aggressively in to try to take these settlements while leaving Hexawaddle here. So likely what I'll do is I'll split them up. So Trickstab's going to go by himself up this way, and John can come down towards the Maku Peaks. We might raise this one just so we have a little bit of a fire break between us and the forces of Cathay, which is going to be our next target. But I have very high suspicions that it's going to be almost nothing but lions. And in a fantastic turbo events, we didn't get the ambush, but King Hakoros, being the fool he is trying to run back to his spire. It's a weak little limp spire too, and we all know it. Arf. Apply the Warp Lightning. And we managed to ambush them, but we're going to have to fight it, otherwise we lose a fair chunk of our army. They are in friendly territories, so they have the ability to give some of their guys stock. Realm of Souls, of course, and then the Tomb Swarm, which is always dangerous. We don't have the Warp Lightning Cannon with us here, which means it's going to be a little bit harder for us to deal with the Screaming Skull Catapults. 25 there. They do outrange our Rattling Gun still. But thankfully, we do outrange them with 90 Bubos. This will be a nice and balanced duel. Let's get to it. Alright. The fact that it's an ambush, though, does make it very difficult for Hakoros to really do anything. Is he on a chariot? Okay, he is indeed. It means we need to have our artillery up here in this general area, which keeps them away from those Ushabti too. Up on top of the hill here. And then we can have the Rattling Guns prepared to annihilate anything that tries to come on up to distract them. Guide us, old one. Then I'll have the Globadiers here. Globadiers here. Both of our Master Globes in position as well. I do love that they changed it so they have Scorch as kind of just a base spell. Makes them a lot more versatile. I'm gonna have you and our Master Engineer, though, Warlock Engineer, go after the Ushabti. Let's do a thing where we have the Grinders back here just in case they do try to flank. And we'll have more Grinders on this angle. More Skitters Hellion. Like having my Skaven slaves in very narrow lines, that way they don't die too quickly. Enemy archers are going to always be a problem, but they shouldn't die too quickly. And globes. Off the side of them, kinda. Looks good to me. I'm gonna bring more Skitters over to the side, just a little bit more. And we just need natty Boobos. Which the Jezzails can hide back here. No one's gonna know they're there, and they can take pot shots at all of these Ushabti. Alright, only thing I'm a little bit worried about is them going all in on these Rattling Guns, so let's rotate maybe one of the Skaven Slave Spears over, just to protect them a little bit more. Everything in their groups. More Skitters, you belong in group 1 there. There it is. We definitely need to give some very quick orders, so I'm going to begin this battle in a very fast slow motion. Yoink! And I'm going to have them just kind of take out specific targets very quickly. Advance, you guys move in on the Ushabti Great Bow, and that's as much as I'm going to slow things down.
What orders?
Wheels of Doom. Oh, I didn't even deploy you. That's what you get.
Skaven, gas! Ready, steady, do.
Alright, we kind of expected they were going to go all in. Let's move our own boys up, that way they're getting in the way. Rattling guns, get ready to tear them to pieces. Screaming Skull Catapult's actually able to fire, impressive. And Natty Boobos, can you guys go ahead and deal with... Oop, that's not Natty Boobos. Deal here. Alright, he did flank around. That's your job then, Morskitters. You're going nowhere, fools. I give it a little bit of help. You guys advance there, you guys take out this group. Just do what you can. Here comes those Wheels of Doom. I agree. Brass Orb in the middle. We can watch the fun. Globes got caught a little. Here comes more Skitters to give them a welcome from Skaven Flight.
Back underground!
Back underground. Well, there's the Ushabti summon. Right next to one of our chieftains. An interesting strategy. Enemy Lord is Odin in Warp Gas. You guys stay back. We'll let you help out with the Ushabti. Oh, the Great Bells are still alive. Eddie Boobos, you guys are great. Just worked a little bit slowly. Hello, sirs.
Our tail's yours!
Have you met our Lord and Savior, the Horned Rat? Ooh. At least you've seen the warp bullets from the skies. I'm not sure what you guys are firing on, but they're dead. Calm down.
Follows me.
Alright, globes. Catapults look like they're trying to fire on our own Lord in Doomwheel more than anything else. Not doing any damage, they were trying. Alright, the chariot crumbles to dust, as does King Hakoros. We gain 11 food from all of the delicious nibbleable bones. Let's go ahead and take the extra replenishment. 15% is fantastic.
Hunger be gone!
Got another dragon helm. Well, they're not fantastic. Having a second one means we can just combine them up and hope we get something a little bit better. We're down in Fear now for even further upkeep production, and then we'll come up and grab Sneaky for some missile resistance on his Doom Wheel.
Master
Murder.
Engineer!
Acidic Decay. Leadership, Armor, and Vigor Loss. If we upgrade it, can we give it to multiple? Area of Effect. Okay, I was hoping so. I still think we're going to come on down and go for the Ballistic Calibration on Murder, though, so let's go ahead and do Triangulation. Their special version of the Vermintide is strong enough on its own. I'm going to go Damage Resistance Globes more than Healing.
Engineer!
For healing.
Here!
And then we'll grab Blade Shield on Eggnog. Alright, Marv in. America's Spider needs, or Spire rather, needs another sackening. Blue 66 will gain a Mark of Dismay. Enables contaminating attacks for the assigned unit. Such beings, crippled in themselves, flee at the merest provocation. Awesome, right? Sack it one more time here.
All your riches are ours! Ours!
Exactly. We'll hang out and do some replenishing in our territory in March.
Go, Skryre! Go! I order! Skryre, move!
Alright, come on back over here to continue to pump up the control here. Up from 5 to 6, not bad.
Warp stone! Warp power!
Use these 2 Dragon Helms and gain a Ranger's Axe. Balance both to swing and throw with equal bite. We get 6% more strength and muscle strength. That's actually glorious for all of our Globeteers. There you go, Murda. You're welcome. Always ready. Now we'll go ahead and give you... Oh, we don't have the passive? Yeah, we'll go for the gas rash. Slow everyone down by 12%. Gas rash is being the worst kind. Alright, you two. Let's bring down Hexawaddle. The lizard things think themselves safe in their walls. How wrong they are. Now that we have some proper artillery, I am not afraid of getting on in here.
Look, here.
Tepchik is recruiting up what they can while they can. Hexawaddle, if we can see here, has a majority of their elite military buildings, so taking this down is going to be extremely important. And there's Clan Pestilence.
Monsters at my command.
Oh, it's time to get into a fight with the Pestilential Brotherhood. The Skaven Civil War is about to begin proper. Well, for our next episode, we'll have ourselves a great big siege against Hexawaddle, but for now, I'm out of time for today. Thank you all so much for stopping by today's Clan Vrrtkin episode. If you all enjoyed the video, please remember to leave a like for Light God and a sub for the sub throne. It helps me so much, and I'll see you all in the next one.